Milagros Corrales says Richard Revollar Corrales fled Peru because he was being persecuted for his sexuality. In just 2 months and 10 days in the United States, he was murdered. Tonight, this grieving mother says she might not be able to say her last farewell. Milagros Corrales says her son Richard Revollar Corrales was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He called me 2 hours before and said, "Mommy, I'm doing well. I'm heading home. I was invited to go out to dinner, but I made a commitment with Aunt Kelly." During their last conversation, this mother says her 36-year-old son skipped a dinner out with friends after agreeing to cook for Kelly Sotelo and her family in their Dale City home. Corrales says that Richard had been living in the basement for over 2 months and had grown close to the family. Corrales says her son died a hero. In an interview from Peru, she tells WUSA 9 that the other victims' family members told her Richard tried to step in when David Main shot 44-year-old Miguel Duran Flores and his wife, 42-year-old Kelly Sotelo, but that he was killed because he was a witness. Prince William County Police say Kelly's 19-year-old daughter, Carrie Sotelo, was also killed by the 24-year-old tenant. He's a guy who just comes in and out, Mommy. He doesn't talk to anyone. He just observes. That's how Milagros says her son Richard described the alleged murderer. She says her son told her that Maine was only staying until the end of the month and that he hoped to take over the front room. This morning, mother says she wants to take Richard's body back to Peru so he can be laid to rest. But her humanitarian visa to come to the U.S. is still in limbo.
Quiero ver a mi hijo.
I want to see my son. I don't want to see his ashes. I want to see him. I want to say goodbye. I want to touch him. That's all I ask for. We will know more details about what transpired inside that Dale City home when David Main appears in court on December 13th.
Yeah, this story is just so sad all around. And you know, what happens if she can't claim her son's body?
So she says she's been given 10 days to claim his body, but she has no family members here in the state. So she basically has until tomorrow. At that point, the county will decide what to do. They've told her they're going to cremate Richard against her will. Wow. She's calling it inhumane.
She's got no way to really advocate for herself because she's in Peru and her son is here. It just makes this all the more difficult.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Rafa.
Thank you.